Do you remember the first time hearing your own song on the radio? So
Yeah.
maybe you think of it as the Chris Brown song as a single, or maybe you think of it as maybe Rude was the first as a band hearing the song on the radio.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I've heard other songs, of course, that I've done on the radio even before Magic, several of them, but with Rude, I heard it for the first time in Australia when I was in Sydney. That's where we first got released, actually, in Australia to that market. And I was actually just not to Australia, but I went to New Zealand to play One Love Music Festival in Tauranga, which was awesome just a couple weeks ago. I love it there. Yeah, that was the first time I heard it, man. It was in a taxi cab in Sydney, and I heard the song Rude on the radio. And I was just like, what the heck? This is so great. I remember even asking Adam, we were in the studio together. I was like, oh, because we saw it was rising the ARIA charts as like their Billboard charts in that part of the world. And I was like, oh, what happens if it hits number one on the ARIA charts? He said, well, man, that means it's going to go to other areas and they'll also be playing it there. So that's what happened. That was also Charles too, by the way, mentioning this again. Charles, he strategically began the promotion of the record in Australia
Why
because
Australia?
the reason being, when you got a summertime sounding record, which Rude was, people, I never thought about stuff this way, man, by the way. Like, I didn't like, oh, here's a summer record or here's a winter record, or like, I didn't think about things seasonally, right? But he did. And now I've found out that people do. And so that was a summer sounding record, and their summer is our winter. So if you go down there and you promote a record, and like things are a little more globalized now, right? So it's kind of like you're just dropping a record everywhere, and it's kind of different. I'm saying at that period of time, you go there, you promote the heck out of a record. If you can show proof of concept and it serves as a projection indicator, then you got a great backstory to go to have it be a summer record in North America, right? Because it's hard to be like, oh, here's a smash, and they don't see that it's a smash. If it's already hit number one or number two or in the topping the charts on the ARIA charts, you can go all the different radio markets, all the different territories around the world. You got her backstory showing that you have a good projection indicator. Now they're much more apt and likely to accept your song and put it on medium high rotation. That's what happened.